UFC Fight Night recap, Dariush versus Tsarukyan.
Boom. All right. So this is the main event of that UFC Fight Night card. Beneil Dariush versus Arman Tsarukyan. Arman is the guy that ran up on Bobby Green. I was just talking about that in the last video. He ran up on Bobby Green with a bunch of his friends and stuff. And yeah, I'm gonna do a separate video on that a little later. But let's get into the fight. It wasn't long. It was finished in the first round. Complete domination. Dariush tried to warm up, never really got started. He got starched before he could ever get started. So, word, it's just not the best for Beneil. But let me show you what I'm talking about. Alright, we got the fighters walking out. Got them walking out. Let's skip through it. Again, Arman ran up on Bobby Green prior to this fight, like a day before. I don't really appreciate that, but it is what it is. These are fighters, man. They're not playing patty cake or nothing like that. So I get the hostility when they talk about each other, but whatever. Again, that's going to be another video. Here we go. Fight starts. Leg kicks by Dariush, trying to really get started, feeling each other out, checking each other's distance. Look at the distance finding going on here. Jab, you know, just really trying to figure each other out. But again, ultimately, Dariush gets finished. You know, back and forth, still trying to figure each other out. Fresh into the fight. Well, fresh into the fight. Really nothing was really able to happen just yet. Boom. You know, when I was watching the fight, I was like, all right, it's looking good. It's looking good for Dariush. It's looking very good for him. And then, there you have it. Just, man, hard to see. He jumps into the crowd, a little Jose Aldo action by Arman. So the fight wasn't long. It's kind of one of those self-explanatory situations. If I had to give it a rating, it's a knockout. How would I rate the knockout, or how would I rate the fight? It's a short fight. Obviously, if a fighter just beats another fighter, especially a top-ranked fighter, it should be a 10. But how could you ever rate a fight a 10 when it really doesn't have any distance to it? I'd give his performance a 10, but the fight itself, I'd give it a 7.8, a solid 7.8, close to 8. I'll give it an 8. You know why? Because he got the job done. He finished the guy. He's a top-ranked guy. Dariush ain't no bum. You know what I mean? He ain't just somebody trying to get a check. He's trying to get that belt. And this guy put him to sleep early. Arman, you did a great job. Are you a boring fighter like Bobby Green said? I don't think so after that performance. But running up on Bobby Green, man, that was like with a group of friends and stuff. That wasn't too right. You did say you give it up in a one-on-one. You know what? Here I go again. I'll get into that in another video. But as for the fight, I'll give it a solid 8. Great performance by Arman. It was too bad Dariush couldn't get started. And hey, it's the fight game. This is what happens. All right, y'all. I'll talk to you. Peace.